If you watch MrBeast's videos, we all see the huge yachts, huge planes, and unbelievable vacations. But don't worry, I will tell you how Jimmy Donaldson, a young boy from a small town in South Carolina who started from zero, became the richest YouTuber with a valuation of over $1 billion. It all comes down to 5 reasons which can help you in general, but also as an investor and entrepreneur to bring you to the next level. And one of the approaches is actually similar to the approach of an investing legend. Can you guess who it might be? One reason is the way how he turned his passion into profit. MrBeast's success is not built overnight. He always repeats that YouTube was the only option for him. He never saw a normal job as a possibility. It was a nightmare for him, and you might feel like him. So he put all his efforts into achieving his dream. He didn't know how he was going to make it, but he was sure that he will make it one day. He tried lots of ideas and finally made it with videos like counting till 10,000 in one sitting, or saying Logan Paul 100,000 times. So by showing endurance and not giving up on his dream, he made it. And I'm pretty sure if you do something valuable like teaching or helping other people, you'll do it constantly for 2 to 5 years, you will make it. I'm not saying you will have 100 million subscribers like MrBeast, but you will be able to achieve your goals. Just like MrBeast's path wasn't conventional, your journey to financial freedom might also be unique and extraordinary. Your journey is a reflection of your commitment and vision. But even after reaching his goal, he didn't stop. What helped him as well was keeping his expenses as low as possible. That allowed him to quit college and moved in with a friend of him to keep chasing his dreams. MrBeast is known that he isn't interested in luxury things like a fast car or a huge house. Instead, he reinvests everything in his channel. And that brings us up to the next point. Instead of spending the profits he made from his first successful videos on nice clothes or vacations or any other luxury to impress other people, he reinvested it in his channel by buying a new camera so he doesn't need to shoot his videos on his old phone anymore, a microphone and a laptop to edit because he used the old one from his brother. Through reinvesting, he was able to grow his audience because he could increase the value of his videos. His biggest investing has been his home. He built himself a huge filming studio in which he films his projects like ages 1 till 100, Fight for $500,000 or Squid Game, but he also lives there. MrBeast's remarkable success isn't solely attributed to his content creation, but also to a strategic reinvestment in his projects. This principle echoes through the world of entrepreneurship and investment. It's called compound effect. The initial efforts might not yield massive returns immediately, but with time, dedication, and reinvestment, the rewards can become bigger and bigger. And while his channel got bigger, even brands started to work with him. And as we know him, instead of spending the brand deals on himself, he reinvested the $10,000 in his next video, which he gave to a homeless man. No, man. Which brings us to number 2. His commitment to using his wealth for both freedom and impact speaks volumes. MrBeast used the money not only to free himself from going to college and going the traditional path, he also used the money to make a huge impact for society. He showed that money can be a force for good. What all started from giving to homeless people to giving random people money to now having a whole organization of philanthropy. He's helping others by paying for the medical treatments to cure the blindness and deafness, but also giving food to people in need and building whole orphanages. And through his huge influence, he inspires kids. Even they want to donate and give back to people who are less fortunate. As I often emphasize, financial freedom is a stepping stone towards achieving your true potential and fulfilling your life mission. So start using money as a tool and not as a currency. You can use money to buy your freedom, time, or make a huge impact. But something which you might notice yourself too. MrBeast is always surrounded by his friends. And that leads us to point number 3. To figure out how to be successful on YouTube, he founded a mastermind group. 5 people who were all super passionate about YouTube. So they'd be on Skype calls all day and just try to figure out which color combination works well for thumbnails and all kinds of tweaks to master YouTube. And through this method, they all were able to learn 5 times faster and also kept motivating each other to keep going. He learned quickly that success rarely happens in isolation. And still to this day, he keeps doing this. He's still having a mastermind group with others like Eric, and they all learn from each other's failures and successes. If you learn that by helping others, you are able to grow much quicker, you will have a huge advantage over the ones who have a mindset from the corporate world. Find people who are as passionate about success as you, because you will be always average of the 5 closest people you surround yourself with. So, you have the choice. Do you want to hang out with 5 losers, or do you want to hang out with 5 successful friends? There was a study which can be found in Harvard Business Review on how to increase your productivity, effectiveness, and quality by simply sitting next to someone who is more productive than you, or effective, or has a better quality. The same can be said for the opposite. If you sit next to someone who is unsuccessful, your performance will drop more than when you sit next to someone who is successful. And that's why the people you surround yourself are so crucial to you. And if you can't find 5 ambitious people which share the same goal as you right now, that's not a problem, because through the power of the internet, you can hang out with the greatest minds of our time. You can watch and read your content from your heroes. Because of the internet and media, I can hang out with the likes of Alex Hormozi, Naval, Warren Buffett, Ali Abdaal, or Tony Robbins. You will copy some of their thinking and approach. Use this to your benefit and become a special combination the world hasn't seen. And maybe MrBeast learned this strategy from Warren Buffett, because this key point draws parallels between MrBeast and the legendary Warren Buffett. Just as Buffett's investment strategies are characterized by long-term vision and patience, he didn't achieve his success overnight. Rather, he persevered, believed in his vision, and kept going. This pure willpower and patience can serve as a guiding light for all aspiring entrepreneurs and investors. Although MrBeast is the creator with the most subscriber count and breaking one view count after another one, he's not giving up. He's still planning to do YouTube in the next 20 years. And remember, MrBeast just turned 25 this year, so he has been in the game for 14 years. Obviously, his approach changed, and he sees YouTube now as a business to keep doing what he loves and keep making an impact in the world. And that's why he's the Warren Buffett of YouTube in my eyes. Warren Buffett turned 93 and still thinks like a long-time investor and tries to figure out if a company will do great in the next 15 years. And this is a huge difference if you play finite games or an infinite game. A finite game is like a basketball game in which the team who scored the most points after 4 quarters wins, while an infinite game like learning, creativity, or relationships have no end. That means if you treat your journey as a finite game, you will stop as soon you will achieve your goal. While Jimmy, who is playing the infinite game, will keep playing. Doesn't matter if he's reaching 100 million subscribers or 5 billion subscribers. But the long-term vision Warren Buffett had wasn't the sole reason he grew his net worth of $118 billion. Watch his 5 top lessons to avoid losing money in the stock market now.